Hello, this is Dr. E from La Cañada High School. We're on the sixth presentation for population, topic 3.6, age structure diagrams. One of the things you need to look at in the first one is be able to understand what's happening with this one. First thing you need to know is on the left are the males. Okay, and notice that the population is about 10 million for the youngest 0 to 4, whereas you look at the females who are always right, they're about 9.5 million people for 0 to 4. Learning objective here is to be able to explain and understand age pyramids, basically being able to look at patterns and trends and draw conclusions. So if we look at these, you can see there's four different basic types. If we look at the rapidly expanding slowly, stable, and declining, there's huge differences in how they look. First thing you need to look at is to be able to understand who is who, what age. 0 to 14 are pre-reproductive. They are not reproducing yet. 15 to 44 are in the reproductive age. They're the ones that are having the kids, whereas 45 and beyond are post-reproductive. Things are not working as they used to, and so they're not able to reproduce. Now, when we look at these, you can tell a lot about the population by the differences between the 0 to 14 and 15 to 44. For example, if the 0 to 14 cohort are the largest, lots and lots of kids are going to become lots and lots of parents in the future. And therefore, this is rapidly growing. If, however, you have basically equal ratios between 0 to 14 and 15 to 44, it's stable growth, very, very low growth, or no growth whatsoever. Whereas if you've got a 15 to 44, such as Japan, Germany, Bulgaria, where there's more people older, what's happening is there's fewer and fewer kids. More and more people are getting older, which is going to cause other problems. If you look at these, we're going to try to determine the difference between them. For example, with the extreme pyramid growth shape with Guatemala, Nigeria, and Arabia, huge number of kids, and they're going to also has a huge number of deaths of these kids. On the less extreme pyramid, it's a slow, stable. That would be the second one with the United States, Australia. We are growing, but not as fast as Nigeria, Guatemala. The third one, the stable one, has little to no growth, where basically it's the same all the way across. On the last one, where we were narrowest at the base, that is a declining population where there's fewer and fewer kids. There's fewer kids than there are adults. So let's practice reading them. Which one of these has the highest growth rate? Yes, it's the one, India has the highest growth rate. Then, I would say it'd be the United States, then China, the lower right-hand corner, because it is not as narrow at the bottom as what Germany is. Even though there's a lot more people, it's in relationship to the 18 to 44-year-olds, there's not as, it's wider at the bottom than the top. The other thing that you may need to do is be able to read to tell the difference between the number of individuals. For example, in Germany, in the 0 to 4, there's approximately 1.8 million boys and about 1.6 million girls. And there's oftentimes differences between that, depending on the country. So the highest rate, again, we were correct, it's India, United States, followed by China, and then Germany. The number of individuals between 0 and 14, for example, with India, it's 360. How do I know that? If I look, there's approximately 65 million boys and about 58 million girls. So the 3 times 60, approximately 65, plus 3 times 55 will give us approximately 360. If we look at United States, we're at about 10 million boys for each one of those 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and about 10 to 11 girls. So it's a little bit, 6 times, a little bit more than 10 is about 62 million. If we look at Germany, we've got about somewhere around 2 million average for boys, and a little 1.8 million for girls. 1.5 for the youngest, up to about 2 million. So if you multiply that by 4, we get about 11.5 million. And if we look at China, huge numbers. We can see it's about 45 to 50 million for the boys, and 40 to about 45 million for the girls. You add them up, 40, 40, 45, 45, 45, 50, and that will give you approximately 270 million. So if we look, this is your practice FRQ for topic 3.6. Identify the country with the slowest population growth and explain your answer. Likewise, could you identify the country with the fastest population growth and explain your answer? Good luck.